Ezio, which is like the really very important character for this chapter, this is sort of the end of the Ezio trilogy. Now that he's killed his enemies and he's older and wiser, he looks back on his life and he wonders, what have I done? Do I keep doing this? What really is the Assassins? Is it something that I want to continue doing? So he goes on a pilgrimage to Masyaf, sort of the birthplace of the order. And he hopes to find the secret Altair library, which will sort of give him the answers that he seeks. But when he reaches there, he finds it overrun with Byzantine Templars. And they're trying to find the secrets also in the library. And he discovers that it's much more than what he was looking for. There's actually something there beneath Masyaf that is very important. And if the Templars, the Byzantine Templars, get to that before he does, they will have a clear advantage. The Hogue Blade is sort of an upgrade to the regular Assassin's Blade. It actually allows you to speed up navigation and free running by about 25 to 30%. That's just the Hogue Blade. And the zip lines act on two things. First of all, they are travel elements, right? So like in the navigation system in Assassin's Creed, you have low level, so you have the low profile and the high profile navigation, right? If you're using the zip lines in high profile mode, it's a fast travel element. The camera is behind the player, it's really fast and it allows you to really zoom by the city. But when you're in low profile mode, the camera, like Ezio just twists his arm to have more friction with the rope and it slows him down, the camera tilts up and you can then assassinate targets. Ezio is older, he's wiser, and his eagle vision is turned into eagle sense because he now uses more than just his eyes. You've seen one example in the demo where what you saw was Ezio throwing a thick smoke bomb and then seeing through the smoke and killing his enemies. But it'll do much more than that. For example, Ezio, with experience, he can now sort of look at enemy patrols and have a sense of where they're going to be. So you can see where they're going, and you can see also where they've been by following tracks. The city is actually, in terms of number of buildings and density, it's actually bigger than Rome. On the characters, we have a big difference too. We're working, it's still a work in progress, but we're scanning faces. We revamped the shaders for the characters, so now you can get closer, you can see details on the skin and everything. We reduce blurriness on the characters, they feel more alive. We also did a sort of a revamp of our facial animation system to make them more lively, more believable.
As you've seen in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, our first foray in the multiplayer genre, we had this really innovative gameplay, which we're bringing back this year with Revelations. We're also adding new maps, new modes, and new gameplay elements. But we are keeping the key elements that people knew and loved in Brotherhood. So you're going to find maps from Brotherhood, modes from Brotherhood, but we're building on that to make an even better experience on Revelation. I think people will be surprised by the storyline. In Brotherhood, you were a Templar in training. You were playing basically in the Abstergo environment, and they were asking you to train yourself in the Assassin's Creed way, an Assassin's way, but you were a Templar. Now what we're adding is really a layer that Abstergo management is actually watching and looking at what you're doing and communicating with you and kind of letting you know what's happening in Abstergo and basically what happens in the company and why they're doing the things they are. I think it gives you an interesting twist on the other side of the story, because we know a lot about the Assassins, we don't know as much about the Templars. So you'll get to kind of see a behind-the-scenes look at what's happening in Abstergo.